looking like, oh, so this is what type of time we on. Like, my first advanced day party, yeah, the ghetto. I never hung out with them again. Don't do your homework over the weekend. If you just watched this video and you're not going to college your freshman year, you wasted your fucking time. Hey y'all, I'm Nyla Symone. I'm a freshman at Savannah State University, and this is my daily life at Savannah State University. Today's video is going to be freshman advice. I'm going to be giving you guys my advice as a upcoming sophomore. Just finished my freshman year literally yesterday. I'm just going to be telling you guys what's tea, what's not tea, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. Just giving you my advice. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel to watch vlogs and other content about college so you can be prepared for college when it's time for your time to shine. Make sure you guys like this video if you guys want more HBCU content, and also make sure you guys go watch my vlogs, my daily life vlogs, because they're really good and I put a lot of effort into them and they need the same love as my HBCU content, so give them the same love as my HBCU content. Go watch these vlogs and I'm gonna link them down below too so you can have easy access to the vlogs. So yeah, but without further ado, let's just get into the video because I don't want to have a big intro. Let's just get to the tea. I have 5 categories: living, classes, key changes, parties, and overall experience. So we're going to talk about these 5 key categories to my freshman year and that I could think of, and we're going to break it down. We're going to break down each category and things and advice that I give you guys, and just things that you probably didn't know and that you're probably going to learn when you're a freshman. So I'm just going to tell you now so you know them before you can get there. Let's just start off with living. So when you're a freshman, you're moving into your dorm. This is so exciting. You're leaving your parents' house. You're finally finna feel the independency of being independent. Basically living life the way you want to. If you want to go right, you can go right. You don't have to ask your parents for nothing. You don't have to ask your parents, is this a good idea to go right? I mean, you can call them, but you know, you don't really gotta ask. So my first piece of advice is bring plenty of cleaning products, whether that's a whole bunch of bleach and Clorox spray and stuff to clean down your bathroom, to a whole lot of tissue. I feel like you need to have cleaning products that will last you 2 years worth. I still have cleaning products that I am going to bring back my sophomore year. Mind you, I thought that I was going to have to clean like all the time. I didn't know the girl. I didn't know where she came from. I didn't know her house was. So I was prepared to clean all the time, and I never had a roommate my freshman year. So it was just like, okay, well, I'm just going to clean, you know, every week or every 2 weeks. But I was thinking like if I had a roommate, I was going to have to clean every 2 days, because yeah, after she got out of the shower, I was gonna clean after she got out of the shower. After she did this, I was gonna clean after she used the bathroom. Like that's how I felt like I need to clean. So you don't have to restock on it when you go to school or restock up on it when you come back for your spring semester. You just already have hella shit. Be the first to check in your dorm when it is your dorm's time to move in. Be the first to check in, be the first to get there. I was the first to check in, I was the first to get there, but I never had a roommate. Little did I know she was never gonna come. When I did my housing my senior year in high school, I did that pretty early. I did that on time. So you know, just be the first to do all of that so you get to see everything. And I feel like being the first to move in, it's just kind of like you're welcoming that other person into your space, you know what I'm saying? Well, that's how I put it down. Build relationships with your RA and your CA. RA stands for the person that is over the whole dorm. They're the principal of the dorm. Like, they're over the whole dorm. Then you have a CA. So CAs are assigned to each floor. Well, for my dorm, there was assigned to each floor. So it was two CAs each floor, or 1 CA each floor. We had a bunch of CAs, so I don't really know how to go, but it was always 1 CA on each floor. So I just say build a relationship with your CAs. I didn't build that close of a relationship with my CAs, but they knew me where if I needed something, it wouldn't be like, oh, she needs something like that's random. Like, they knew me enough. I knew their names, and I want to say they kind of knew my name. They knew my names, yeah. Build a good relationship with them, especially with your CAs. If you're too scared to talk to your RA, I mean, it's understandable. My RA never really talked. He would just look. He really didn't have no big issues, you know, just don't do the main things that they tell you not to do, and he was straight with you. Like, you were cool, you were straight. Anytime anything is wrong with your dorm, those are the people that you're going to call, your CAs and your RA, and they're always going to be at the front desk down below. So you just want to make a good relationship with them. in general. Don't depend on your roommate for nothing, no matter what, no matter if it's a friendship or no matter if it's not. Don't depend on your roommate for cleaning products. Like I said, don't depend on your roommate. Oh, she said she's gonna bring the stuff for the bathroom. Don't depend on her that, because I depended on my roommate to bring the shower curtain, the mats, this, that, and the third for the bathroom. Next day, me and my parents had to go pick up that stuff because she didn't come, so I was not gonna take a shower, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we had to go get all of that stuff. So don't depend on your roommate, just bring everything yourself. Like, if your roommate says that she's gonna, you know, dress up the shower and stuff, then still bring your own shower supplies, and you can either keep that for your sophomore year so you don't have to buy no more, or you can either return it, but you just need to make sure that you have everything in line. It doesn't matter if you and your roommate become best friends, still don't depend on them. That's just my personal opinion. Just do everything yourself. So basically, get locks, get safes to hide personal valuable things. A lot of these people who you roommate with, they get nosy and they will go through your stuff. They will go through your stuff, no matter if that's your friend, no matter if this is just somebody that you knew for a little bit. Don't trust nobody. If you get a safe from Walmart for $19, I got a safe. So for my camera, I would lock my camera up in there like the first week because I thought the girl was coming. But yeah, so you just get safes and stuff so you can just lock your stuff up, so you have no issues, no reasons why shit should be not popping up. Like, get a safe, get locks. You do not know who you're rooming with. If you're living in a dorm that doesn't have a partition between it, so when you go to sleep you see the other person falling asleep, you see that other person, definitely get locks. Dorms like that is a definite must that you need a lock. Like, you can't do that without a lock. Don't let nobody spend a night in your room. I'm gonna say that right now. Don't let nobody spend a night in your room. Don't let no boy, no girl, whatever you like, don't let nobody spend a night in your room. Don't do it. Just don't do it. I'm just gonna say don't do it, because no. Build a relationship with the people that you live in. So for me, I didn't have a roommate, so I had to go find friends in my dorm. I had to go do that, which I didn't really, but I got on Twitter. Twitter is a good place for any HBCU student. I don't know about PWI students, but any HBCU student, get on Twitter, because half of your class is on Twitter. I had to go build a relationship since I didn't have a roommate. I would always be in my room alone, like just lonely. So just build a relationship with people in your dorm. It's way easier. Just want to make friends with people that you live with. So let's say, like, for example, I got locked out of my room. I went upstairs to Jill's room and sat in her room until they came downstairs with my key. You know what I'm saying? Just stuff like that, and just in general, just so you can have somebody just to hang out with in your dorm, because it could get lit sometimes. We had a blackout. Oh, I gotta show y'all that footage. Oh yeah, we had a blackout. We was literally too titty, like we was lit. The next topic is gonna be classes. So I'm gonna give you guys everything that I know, that I wish I knew about classes, and etc. Don't pick any class that's before 10 a.m. I don't care if it's a 9:30. I don't care if it's a 9 a.m. Don't even look at the 8 a.m.s, because no. I personally say don't do that, because my fall semester, my freshman year, I picked a 9 a.m., a 9:30 a.m. My mom actually picked it for me, because she was like, you already wake up at 8 o'clock, knowing that she told me not to pick an 8 o'clock class, but she's gonna give me a 9 a.m. and a 9:30 a.m. Girl, I had a 9 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's a 7-minute walk from my dorm. So I had to wake up at 8 o'clock, get dressed, be ready by 8:30, and I should be walking out by 8:45. It's a 7-minute walk, and then let's say it's raining, let's say it's cold, that walk gets 10 minutes long. Basically, I hated it, and I used to not show up, I used to not go, I used to give him excuses. My 9:30 a.m., which was only on Tuesdays, I used to show up to that because, you know, it was a little bit more, it was closer to 10 a.m., so I was more alert and awake. Right now, you're in high school, you wake up at 8:30, I mean, you wake up at 6 a.m. every morning because you have to, you get what I'm saying, because your whole household almost wakes up at 6 a.m. It's not just you, it's everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody is waking up at this time. When you go to school, your friends, like your friends on Instagram, they're up at this time. When you're in college, nobody's up at this time, you know what I'm saying, except the people who have the same classes as you. But you're gonna walk outside your dorm and it's like nobody's there. When it comes to classes, have your classes back to back. When you were in high school, you had your classes back to back. I feel like that's the easier way to knock out your classes, get them over, get them done, and then enjoy the rest of your day. So I say the perfect time to have your classes scheduled is 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Perfect time. But for my classes, really, I had 10 a.m. to 12. So any classes that I had to do or anything like that, they were from 10 to 12. period. Knocks them out just like that. When it comes to registering for classes, be the first ones to register. Now, one thing about it, people be late on registering for housing, you know, stuff like that. But when I'm telling you, people do not be late to register for classes. They do not be late. People be waking up at 9 a.m. in the morning, right when that registering thing open, and register for their classes. And one thing about me, I didn't do that. I did not wake up on time to register for them classes, and I was delayed, and I got the sucky poor teachers. Well, not all of them, but I got some teachers that I don't get on. So make sure that you be the first to register for classes. So like at my school, Savannah, biology is a big major in my school. A lot of kids major in it. So you know what I mean? Every biology student was at that registering office at 9 a.m. on that website. We're getting registered for classes because that class is going to fill up like that, because you know you're not the only one. I majored in business, so I felt like I kind of had more leeway because nobody was going to be there. I had leeway, but I had gave myself too much leeway, you know what I'm saying? Use Grade My Professor when you register for classes as well. Use Grade My Professor. Basically, Grade My Professor is a website. I'm gonna link it down below, where you type in your professor's name and the college that you go to, and you're going to get a list of reviews on this professor. This professor can rate from a 1 to a 5. It's going to tell you all the classes the teacher teaches. It's going to have students from that class. You know what I'm saying? So let's say Mr. Kenny teaches English 101. Click on English 101, you're gonna have students saying if Mr. Kenny is good or bad. Grade My Professor is how I pick my professors, and that junk is amazing. Do your work during the week. Period, point blank. Do your homework, do your projects, do all that shit during the week. Period, point blank. I did my work during the week. It was always Wednesday. Wednesday was the designated day to do my work. I don't know what it was about it, but Wednesday and Thursday was designated days that I was gonna have my work done. I had a class, an online class, that was turn all your work in on Sunday. Saturday was the designated day for that class, but if that was only if I knew I'm not finna do nothing, I'm not really finna get lit, you know what I'm saying? And that class was easy to cramp. Like, it was easy to, okay, I could do all this shit in one day. So yeah, because it was my favorite class. It was psychology. Shout out to my psychology teacher, Miss Jennifer. My favorite class. I came out of that class with an A. Make sure you do your work just during the week. Don't do your work on the weekends, because especially your fall semester, especially since COVID not that big of a thing, y'all freshman year, don't do your homework over the weekend. You're going to be wondering what party we finna go to, wondering what outfit you finna wear. That's what you're gonna be worried about. And I'm just gonna tell y'all, that homework is not gonna get done. Period, point blank. So don't fucking try to do it. Communicate with your professors. Email your professors. If your professors don't put your grade in on time, email them. Same way you be talking to your teachers crazy when they don't put your grades in on time in high school, do the same thing to the professors. Keep the same energy. Email your teachers. They like to be talked to. They like to talk to you. Like, they like to have communication. Like, teachers really do love talking to their students. Ask them questions. Ask them for help. Ask them for advice. Ask them for this and the third. When it comes to crunch time and you don't have your shit together, they're gonna help you. And shout out to Mr. Jordan for helping me, because when it was crunch time and I didn't have my shit together, he definitely helped me. So yes, keep a whiteboard with you. This is a whiteboard, all right? I'm not gonna show y'all what's going on here, but this is a whiteboard. Basically what I did was, for the next 2 weeks, I wrote down my homework on there, the class. So this says ELA, each homework assignment and its due date, and then I wrote that down for all 4 of my classes. For me, I'm a visual person. I have to visually see it, or I'm not gonna remember it. I'm gonna show you guys a picture if I can. I had my stuff lined out and I had my assignments next to it with the due date. Every time I finished an assignment, I was crossing the assignment out. I wasn't erasing it from the whiteboard, I was crossing it out. So you could feel like some point, like you could feel accomplished, like you're doing something really. It just shows you what you have to get done, when it needs to be done, what needs to get done right now, when you can schedule to do this, and the third. And it was so easy for me because that's how it works. I recommend anybody getting a whiteboard and doing that. Period, point blank. Build a relationship with your advisor. Your student advisor is basically like your student counselor. Build a relationship with him. I built a relationship with mine very quickly because I was emailing him because stuff wasn't going right for me. Be on your school's. Your school doesn't have your FAFSA together, your financial aid together, doesn't have your housing together, your registering office does not have your grades together, you need to be calling them every single day. You need to be emailing them every single day. You need to tell them that you're not the one to play with. Especially when it comes to HBCUs, they be trying to play you. You know how HBCUs got these financial aid problems. these registering problems. No, we're not having none of them problems. I should have done that. I should have took that advice this semester, but I didn't take that advice for myself. But now I know for sophomore semester, I'm not coming to play with y'all because y'all think shit funny. Y'all think shit the game. Y'all think shit not. Y'all think I'm green. I'm not green. You know what I'm saying? I'm not green. Be on them, call them, blow their phone up, tell them that you're not the one to play with. Tell them that you need your money. If your refund check ain't hitting like it's supposed to hit, tell them that you need your money. Because one thing about it, they will not do it if you don't say nothing. They will not do it. They will not give you your money if you don't say that you need your money. If you could pick online classes, only pick online classes. It's the fact that I have to show up to your class at a certain amount of time, take room out of my day to walk there, to get there, sit in your class for 45 plus minutes and focus on what you're talking about. That was very much high school. We shouldn't have to do that in college. You know what I'm saying? Pick online classes. I just feel like they're easier, especially with the type of person I am. I just feel like they were easier. That is how I made good grades. I always show up to any in-person class though. I always just show up to any in-person class on time. And if it's dress down Wednesdays or dress up Wednesdays or professional Wednesdays, I always come in your class professionally dressed. I major in business, so you definitely know if you major in business and it's professional Wednesdays or whatever y'all professional day is for y'all to dress up, you need to come in there dressed up. And I hated that. If you're gonna have an in-person class, be there on time. I remember a teacher told me that. I said, can I put my name down? He said, not today. And I said, oh. And I just walked out because at that point, you know, I'm not finna go back and forth with you about me not being on time because I wasn't on time. But you barely showed up to the class either, but I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. So he marked me absent, and it is what it is, period, point blank. All right, so now we're gonna go to key changes, key things that changed my life in college. I realized that I had a lot of free time, especially since I didn't have a car. I realized I had a lot of free time. I was bored a lot. I didn't have a lot of friends, so I was lonely a lot. That's another thing. You're going to experience a lot of loneliness. You're going to be wondering like, okay, well, like, I'm ready to go home. You're going to be homesick. That's another thing. You're going to be homesick. You're definitely going to experience all of those things, and that's just a part of it. That's just a part of being a freshman. That's a part of the independency. You're going to feel loneliness. You're going to feel like, okay, like, when is the time to go home? Like, somebody come pick me up. Just vibe, just go with the flow. You're gonna meet people, you're gonna meet friends. You're not gonna meet friends tomorrow. Like, if you just moved in today, you might meet friends tomorrow, but don't be thinking them friends your guaranteed friends. Don't be telling them girls everything that you know and everything about your relationships and you liking this boy and that boy. Just vibe, just vibe. If you find friendships, you find friendships. If you don't find friendships within the first 2 weeks, then you don't. I found friends the first month, like August to September, and then I never hung out with them again. I found a new group of friends who I felt I related to more, who were from the same city as me. We knew the same people. Like, everything was just, we just were relating so much more, and I feel like I could trust them. But don't walk into college like, oh, this is my friend, I'm gonna tell her everything. I don't know, I'm just a more like closed off person, so I don't really be trying to share my energy with everybody like that. But I just be vibing out with people, you know. It's just cool to vibe out with people. You can hang out with this person this day and then hang out with the next person this day. That doesn't mean you're friend hopping, because it's no obligation. The people that you're supposed to hang out with your freshman year is going to naturally come to you, period, point blank, and you're going to naturally feel like, okay, yeah, I done found my crew. And that's how it was. Get a meal plan. I mean, some schools use swipes, some schools use meal plans. My school used meal plans, so your meal plan will restart every single semester. Get 3 swipes a day. I personally say get 3 swipes a day. Your freshman fall semester, because you don't know how much you're going to be hungry. You don't know how many groceries you're going to have. You don't know if you're going to run out of snacks real quick. So just get 3 swipes a day: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I had decreased mine because I was never making it to breakfast, because I told you I was never waking up for that 9 a.m. class. So I was never making it to breakfast, so I decreased it to 2 swipes a day. And so I always made it to lunch and dinner. Literally always made it to lunch and dinner. It's a great way to save a lot of money. But if you guys want to see what I eat in a week as a freshman college student, make sure you guys go watch this video. It's gonna be in the eye or whatever, but make sure you guys go watch it. I'll link it down below. Make sure you bring hella snacks. Like I said, make sure you have hella snacks on deck. When your parents drop you off, make sure that you get hella snacks out of them. Make sure you get hella Capri Suns, Gatorades, Powerades, chips, cookies, crackers, granola bars, anything that you eat. Make sure you get hella of that shit. If you have a car your freshman year, I personally say don't tell nobody that you got a car until you find your good friends and your good people who have good intentions and people who's gonna put gas in your tank. Even if people are gonna put gas in your car, don't tell them that you have a car, because they're gonna feel like, okay, well, I'm putting gas in your car, so why you can't drive me? Like, bitch, still make sure you offer people gas money and stuff like that. Like, if somebody tell you that they need $20 every single time you get in their car, then girl, they're playing you.
Bitch, you play.
Spending lots of money, you really don't need to be spending. I spent hella money that was just very unnecessary, but I did do a lot of things my first semester. But I just spent hella money on outside eating, on going to another college just to have fun, on going to plenty of parties. No, don't do that. It was just a couple times where it was just like, girl, you just bought that and like, what are you gonna do with it? A culture shock. You're definitely gonna have a culture shock. You're definitely gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, especially if you go to HBCU. I don't know about no PWI, but girl, my first HBCU party, I was looking like, oh, so this is what type of time we on. Like, okay. I've been waiting all my life. Definitely wasn't expecting what I expected, but then it starts to mellow out because it's like, okay, now you're used to this. This is everyday life. Like, you might come from the blackest of blackest schools, and it's not about even the blackest of black schools. It's about the culture and like the just being united as one, and then just like seeing everything that you see on your Instagram and your YouTube just coming to real life into play. I thought I was me, but I didn't tap into that side of me until I went to college. So yeah, boys are a joke, and play with them as such. Those are my key changes. Those were key changes to me. All right, so the next thing is parties. So let's get into it. A lot of the parties are overrated. You don't have to go to every single party. You do not have to be at every single party. Like, we should not see you at every single party. You can miss a couple parties. You can miss 5. You can miss 10. Honestly, you do not have to go to every single party. Every single party is not lit. Every single party is not that party. Every single party is not party X. It's the same people at the same party trying to get drunk at the same time. It's still sloppy drunk in the corner looking like a fucking idiot. It's still this whack ass DJ sometimes. It's still ghetto as hell. It's still not giving what it needs to give. Overpriced parties are never in the move unless it's talking about something. Even overpriced parties that was doing homecoming, people didn't go. It could seem lit. Like Pooh Shiesty was supposed to come to Island Breeze, which is a club in Savannah. They were charging $50 a person. Nobody showed up, and he didn't even either, because nobody was going to pay that price. These are college students. You're going to pay $50? Girl, bye. Drink and smoke responsibly. You know what I'm saying? Drink with who you know, and don't get too drunk. I don't care what nobody says. When you're drunk, you know what you're doing. Period, point blank. Don't ever be sloppy drunk at a party. Nobody likes a sloppy drunk. When I say sloppy drunk to people at my school, they automatically know who I'm talking about. Drink with people who you trust. If you don't trust them and you don't trust their alcohol, then don't drink it. If you didn't buy the alcohol, don't drink it. If you ain't buy the weed, don't smoke it. That considers, even if your homeboys is firing y'all up, don't do it. Because niggas is sneaky, so I don't know. Also, do not drink that punch at the parties. Don't do it. Don't drink it. You know what I'm saying? Especially at them Q parties. I ain't never been to a Q party, like exclusively a Q party, but one thing about it is I will never touch that punch at a Q party, because girl, no. Okay, let me tell you something. Homecoming is when you see the fine niggas and the fine bitches, but after that they never come back out. You gonna see everybody. The locals is gonna come out. The people friends from back home is gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's because they only show up for main key events. So when we had Freaknik at Savannah, that's when I saw them again. But after that, like a regular party at Savannah, girl, they not showing up. I don't know what it is about it. They go back home. They go back into hiding. Half of them don't go to your school. Half of them do go to your school, but they live off campus, so they barely be on campus. Like, you do not see these people again. So don't take homecoming for granted. Period, point blank. Dress cute, but not overly doing it. Like, you gotta remember, like, these parties are just parties. Like, they're really kickbacks at the time. This shit is mediocre as fuck. Your first party is a culture shock. My first Savannah State party was the ghetto. My first Savannah State party, yeah, the ghetto. I didn't even know where I was at. It was very ghetto. It was packed. It was smoked out. The Kappas had strolled that party, and I never saw the Kappas again until homecoming. Your first party is always a culture shock. Like, it's because it's like, this is really college, and yeah, it's really college. But yeah, just vibe and watch your surroundings. Don't take no drinks from nobody. Don't take no cup from nobody. The other thing, bring sunglasses to a party. When the Greeks is strolling, do not get in their way. Do not get in their way. Drinking and driving, big no. I don't care. No. And the last thing is overall experience. Freshman year is gonna be one of the best years. One of them. It definitely felt like it was one of my best years. It's gonna be one of your best years. Have fun. You're literally independent. Parent who your parents at home, girl, you're here. But just still have fun, make hella memories. You just really need one good friend for the whole year. Network, make connections with people. College is a free gateway to network. I didn't take advantage of that as much as I should have, but I took advantage of it. It is a free gateway to network. Do vendor tables if you have a business. Y'all know I do a vendor table every single time I spend a day. These people know people. Like, these people know people. So just make connections, talk to people. Be known on your campus for you. Everyone can know of you, but everyone doesn't have to know you. If you don't feel like, okay, well, I don't have to go to that party, and your friends telling you, well, like, you're really lame, like, you too damn low key. Well, bitch, I'm too damn low key, and it's fucking okay with me, period. I don't care. Everybody does not, you don't have to be seen. Like, everybody does not need to see you. Nobody cares, you know what I'm saying? Just vibe. Honestly, just vibe. Always go to the cab, because you're wasting your money when you're not, because you paid for the meal swipes and you're choosing McDonald's over the cafeteria. So you just basically spent $5 at McDonald's, and you just basically spent $5 at the cafeteria. So you really spent $10 in one whole meal. When you go to dinner, make sure you get food to bring back to your dorm, because you're going to be hungry. So make sure you get some snacks, make sure you get some drinks, some salads, some yogurt, some fruit. Do your work, do your work, do your homework, do your classwork. I don't have nothing else to say. Do your work. Use the apps that are given to you to do your work. It's there for a reason. God didn't tell somebody to make that for you just to sit here and fail. He told somebody to make it for your ass, so use it. Don't mess with nobody. Child, just flirt, chill, and leave. Period. This is college. Boys they don't make the fun, they're just a part of the fun. You know what I'm saying? And play with them as such. Hey, bitch, you play. But yeah, in all, freshman year is totally fun. It's definitely worth it. You go through the shits and giggles. It's nothing like college or freshman year. Like, it's nothing like college or freshman year. So go your freshman year, and then after that, if you don't want to go back your sophomore year, then don't go back. But I'd say every single person who plans on going to college needs to go on campus for their freshman year, needs to stay on campus, needs to do everything. And then after that, you can decide, okay, I ain't gotta stay on campus, I ain't gotta do that. But just make sure that you get your freshman experience. If you just watch this video and you're not going to college your freshman year, you wasted your fucking time. Hey, bitch, you play. Go to the school that you want to go to. Make sure you're happy with your choice. If you're not happy with your choice and you're going off your parents' choice, forget your parents, because your parents are not going to be in college with you. You're going to be the only one in college. You're going to be the only one doing the work. You're going to be the only one living these experiences. So if you do not want to go there, don't go there. And I feel like people will be like, well, my mom was a big influence on my choices. Well, girl, are you living your life for your mom, or are you living your life for you? Live life for you. If that's not where you want to go, then don't go. If you don't want to go to college, tell your parents you don't want to go to college, and be very adamant about it. So I'm done talking. This was basically my freshman advice to you. It might be long, it might be short, but make sure you just take the advice. To each its own. How you feel about it is how you feel about it. I just hope that y'all enjoy y'all freshman year of college, because I definitely did. Live it up. You only live once. Make the best out of your experiences. Be responsible, everything like that. But yeah, if you guys enjoy my videos and love my personality, make sure you guys subscribe. If you guys didn't subscribe and you made it all the way to the end of the video and you're not going to subscribe, you're a bozo, and don't ever come back on my channel, period, point blank. But yeah, make sure y'all subscribe. We almost to 3K, and I'm doing a giveaway at 3K. Subscribe, like the video. Make sure you guys watch the other contents, the other videos that I told you guys in this video. That's going to be linked down below and in the cards. And make sure you guys just go watch my vlogs so you can experience the HBCU. Make sure you guys come to Savannah State, because I've been making these videos because I want y'all to come to Savannah State. I don't know about the other schools, but y'all need to come to Savannah State, period. So yeah, I'm going to see you guys later in my next video, and deuces.